here at my temporary home since housing would not give me temporary housing due to an electrical fire in a room in my apartment. I've got Jose here helping out, and naturally I have to make it to where, you know, one more, you have to anchor the set. So this is where we have to end up. Yeah, that's very good. Right, and I'm going to have to inform the Toronto Police about Section 262 of the Criminal Code. Anyone who impedes or attempts to impede someone's attempt from saving his life or the life of another is guilty of a criminal offense called impeding attempt to save life. And this goes the same for my opponent, Olivia Chow, and any city workers. The Toronto Police have ordered me homeless. They are the ones who prevent me from going to my home. And no matter what Toronto Community Housing do or what they say or what the police say, the fact is it was an electrical fire in the bedroom while the door was closed due to the negligence in the maintenance of the electrical in the unit, same as the one that was at 3941 Lawrence, where this animal who I rescued and taken care of, turns out that was her unit also. And it's the same thing from a lithium battery. And Toronto Community, and yours?
Your 5 Wakanda place?
Yeah, 5.
Unit 319.
5 Wakanda, Unit 319. Yes. And that was Toronto Community Housing?
Yes.
What was it?
That was the electrical originally, the investigation, fire department investigation said they took them 21 minutes to come. And they will get half an hour early about unit, they didn't investigate properly.
Right.
So when that happened, I was outside in a store. And then we have a speaker of every unit. They said everything is safe, you could stay. Yeah. I went to the store 25 minutes. I came back, my place was on a fire. I couldn't get in. They have already called. My neighbor has looked through the window beside me and see the TV where the fire is on a fire, not the bed, not the cigarette, not the kitchen. Yeah. Took them 21 minutes to come. They didn't take it serious because they were there an hour prior to that. When they came, they didn't know what to do. They went to different units. I said, it's here. They were pushing 216. They went in. The guy said, fire is not here. You just passed it. I told them, go from outside and put your ladder, go through the roof on top of the townhouses. You could see through the window and turn it off. They should have all this plan and a map. 21 minutes?
The Toronto fire is only efficient when it's false alarms. Those are the times when they respond. When it's a fake alarm, when it's a real fire, they don't know the hell what they're doing.
So the investigator of the fire department gave his opinion.
One second. Safety first. I don't know. What the investigator gave what?
Of the fire department. I have all the names in the file. And then they get the result of 2 of them. Result was a wiring issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they ask us to go to 129 Peter Street between 4-5 months renovation that takes. So beyond 129, that was a referral. We had to wait till we get the place, and which wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
And it took 2 years, as a matter of fact. 2 years, and then after I went to pick up my mail, which they had so many units waiting, but they were under small renovation. They could have offered us. I've been tenant there for 8 years, not even 1 month. My rent was behind, always direct deposit. I don't like to say what kind of tenant I was, helpful and that. Many issues in that Wakanda happened that they are reliable. Over 35 people died, not they all were ill or by circumstances. There is a very strong cases. We had the 24 hours, 2 officers. None of them, they care. They looking at a different perspective to those people.
They treat like we don't have the rights.
Yes,
like
and a person like me, 29 years professional background, owning business, few for a number of years. I paid corporation tax, business tax, personal tax, and I went to media. That 1 hour in the Persian community was going bankrupt. on Sunday morning, and then likely with God's will, I worked so hard with that person. Not only 280,000, his bankruptcy was covered. We made it.
So this is five.
24 hours.
Well, it's 5 Wakanda Place, and it was electrical.
Yes.
Yeah? And they went to the wrong unit.
Yes.
Right. And then housing had vacant units, and they wouldn't give you another unit, even though it was their negligence in electrical.
Yeah. Now what happened? After 2 years, I used to go on a regular basis pick up my mail. When I went pick up my mail, they said, just you want your mail, you don't want your keys? I said, well, if you're offering, which originally we didn't want to go back. We talked to the caseworker and all that. She said, people don't have place. At this, you have go there and then ask for transfer. I said, they don't. 3 years we've been asking for
3 years,
transfer.
wow.
And then they...
And this is where housing
So-
have us end up to where we have to live.
Now, this is a very interesting part, Kevin. I went there, and then few weeks after, they served me totally with a different file now, and then for a tribunal court, and they demanded for $40,000 cost of repairing. which
So
they-
they're trying to charge you for
Yeah.
the repairs
Yeah.
of their negligence and led
Yeah.
to an electrical fire.
And then the alibi was not, they changed everything, which I could prove in 2 different
Yes.
file and document. Now they say the cause of fire was you have allowed somebody to the complex or to the unit, that person neglectfully or willfully caused that fire. No name, this is just the alibi, they stuck to it. We send the money all the first time they send us from the head office of the Toronto Housing on Young and Rosedale, which I have that document, is indicating it was a wiring issue.
A wiring issue.
And I have
Well,
witnesses
let's
to
leave
that.
that. Let's leave it at that. We'll get back to that later,
Yes.
right? But we will address the issue of Toronto Community Housing. I'm Mr. Kevin Clark, and I am your incoming mayor. And no matter whether they want to order me homeless, want to falsely accuse me of things they know it's not possible, whatever it is, I'm still the people's servant.
If
That-
this man become a mayor, Kevin Clark, we would not have any, which we shouldn't have any homelessness.
Yeah,
With the
exactly.
federal richest, one of the richest government in the world.
Exactly. To God be the glory. Peace and love. All right, let me just finish off.
Was it good?
Yeah, I know.